In this video, I'll be helping you with the ALEKS problem type called identifying the operations used to create equivalent systems of equations. And in this example, we're given three systems of equations labeled here A, B, and C. And we're asked how we would go about transforming one system into another. And we're given this multiple choice question for part A to transform System A into System B. So comparing these two systems, the first thing I notice is that A1, the first equation in System A, and B1, the first equation in System B, are exactly the same. So our transformation here will be limited to what we need to do to get that second equation in System B. And we have two tools that we can use. The first is we can multiply any equation, both sides, by a non-zero number. So I can multiply through by 2, 5, -6. Any non-zero number, I can multiply both sides of an equation, and I haven't changed anything. The second operation that I can use is that I can add any of those equation multiples. So in part A here, the question is, how do I move from the equations in System A to get this second equation in System B? And the first thing I notice is that there isn't an x term in this second equation. So the operations that I do on System A will need to cancel out the x term. Looking at the coefficients in front of x, one of them is a -2, the other is a +6. If I want to cancel those, I would want them to be the same value but different signs, and I can accomplish that by multiplying System A here by a +3. That would give me 3 times -2x is a -6x, 3 times -6y is a -18y, and 3 times an 18 is 54. And then I can see that if I add that second equation, which is the 6x plus 7y equals -10, if I add these two equations, on the left, those x's cancel. -18y plus 7y is a -11y. 54 plus a -10 is 44. This is the second equation in System B. So looking at our options here, what did we do? We multiplied the first equation, A1, by 3, and then we added equation A2, and that gave us equation B3. So this third option. And then for part B, we're asked the same sort of question, but in part B, we're transforming from System B to System C. And again, I can see that B1 is already equal to B2. So that part's already the same. There's nothing that I need to transform except for the second equation. I need to get y equals -4. And I can see that in System B, I do have an equation here of -11y equals 44. How do I turn that into a y equals -4? Since I can multiply by a non-zero number, I would want to multiply here by -1/11. On the left-hand side, these 11s would cancel, the negatives would cancel, leaving me with just y. And on the right-hand side, -1/11 times 44 would give me the -4. This is that C2 equation. So looking at our options here, what did we do? We multiplied equation B2 by the non-zero number -1/11, and that gave us the equation C2.